my dear friends, welcome for the episode 15 of the Magic of Coding Phonics Kannada. And the objective of this episode is why kids are confused to take the sounds of Hraswaswara and Dheergaswara, that is the short and long sound of swaramala, and why are they not able to scientifically estimate the amount of time that is required to take these swaras. So this is the learning objective, and now you can see what are the learning outcomes. Well, my dear friends, today in this episode, the child will be able to understand scientifically how to estimate the time required to take these sounds and practice successfully. They will be able to classify the swaras into Hraswaswara, Dheergaswara, and also be able to understand what is sandhyakshara. So let's go ahead in this episode. Episode? Yes, it is our letter God. Well, if you all remember, my dear friends, letter God had introduced Anu and Manu to all the 15 swaras in the previous class, and now letter God, after the introduction of swaras, had gone out for a while, and Anu Manu were practicing the swara sounds. Well, when letter God came back and saw Anu revising, letter God was really shocked to see Anu Manu. Did you know how Anu recited this swaramala? She just kept reciting it as a, e, u, r, e, I, o, aha. And she thought it is done. And while Manu was not able to estimate the sound for the long sound, and he practiced as till Anu asked him to stop, and again e, not knowing where to stop. Well, my dear parents and teachers, aren't our kids, our students in our classrooms also facing the same problem? Yes, children are not able to estimate the time duration that we have to use in our breath in order to learn or take the right sounds of Hraswaswara and Dheergaswara. And let me tell you that this concept of sound variation is very significant, and if children fail to achieve this at this level, they will definitely going to find it very difficult while they learn the Ka-gunita sounds or gunitaksharas. It is highly impossible for them to take the right sound. Understanding this, now letter God wanted to make it very easy for Anu Manu. Then letter God also tries to give the information about the time duration and tells Anu Manu that, my dear Anu Manu, letters like okay, and other letters which we take through short sounds should be taken in 1 unit time. The length of the breath should be in 1 unit time. Well, Manu got confused and asked letter God, what is 1 unit time? And letter God said, it is the time duration taken when you blink your eyes for one time. Come on, do it. And this was not very easy for Anu Manu to understand. Going further, letter God also said, and for the sounds, long sounds like the time duration that we take is 2 unit time. And Anu asked, what is 2-unit time, and letter God said it is the time taken when we blink our eyes 2 times. 1, 2. And now Anu Manu got more confused. They felt, Kannada, is it easy to learn? Because we will have to calculate the time taken while we also pronounce the Swara sound. And they requested, Anu and Manu requested letter God to make it very, very simple for them. They requested letter God to give them an easy tool for them to estimate the time and practice as well. Well, Anu Manu were now relaxed because it is now our letter God who is going to create some magic for them, and our letter God was ready with a Swara Drill. Yes, you heard it right. It is Swara Drill, my dear friends, which will help any child to estimate the time when we take the Hraswaswara and Dheergaswara, that is the short sound and the long sound, and practice effectively, correctly. So now let me tell you or show you, it's not telling, let me show you the Swara Drill. Now our letter God Anu Manu to hold their left hand facing their palm. Now Anu Manu is ready, and I want you also to do this exercise with me. And now with the pointer finger, using the pointer finger, now letter God took the sound of the first letter A, which is Hraswaswara, and tap it once. And now Anu Manu also did the same and understood that while we tap once, the time that we took was 1 unit time, that is equivalent to 1 blink of eye. So this is A. Anu Manu were very happy, and now they waited for the second sound, which is a long sound. And now letter God said, well, Anu Manu, hold your left hand. Now you'll have to run your pointer finger from one end to other end of your palm, and the time taken will be 2 unit time, and you will have to take the sound of the second letter, that is the long sound, Ah. Understood? Shall we do it? Now you understood how we run our finger for short sound. It is 1 tap, 1 unit time, and for long sounds, it is long. We run the finger from one end to another, while it's approximately we take 2 unit time. And now, come on my dear friends, along with Anu Manu, we will also practice this Swara Drill. So the first letter, A, which is a short sound, A. The second letter, A, which is the long sound, A. Can we continue? A, A, I, U, R, A, I. It's a sandhyakshara. O, Au, Aha. Well, this was the sound drill or Swara Drill. Anu Manu were excited, and they requested letter God to do this drill once again so that they can learn it with fun and excitement. And I'm sure even you are going to enjoy this drill. Let's repeat this drill one more time. A, I, U, R, A, I, O, Au, Aha. Well, you can continue to clap as you learn the Swara Drill very, very successfully. And I'm sure your children, your students in classroom will never miss to take the right sound for short and long, that is Hraswaswara and Dheergaswara, which will eventually help them to read and write and pronounce the gunitaksharas. This is a very significant thing. When they get these sounds right in this level, they will be able to take the Gunitakshara sound very, very effortlessly and correctly when they learn that. And now letter God was very, very happy and asked Anu and Manu to revise the same in their book. And Anu Manu were very fortunate to get this special book from letter God, because in the book also, in the book as well, the letters were introduced in the same way. And now one thing I want you to notice is the chart that we can prepare and hang it in the classroom or at home. We can do a similar chart where the child will be able to understand the sound through a sign. And when I say coding sign, what are the coding elements here in coding phonics methodology? The first one is coding story. Well, you all know Anu Manu story and the stories associated with that. Coding color. If you're noticing that every letter has a color, well, this will help you going further. So we have coded the colors as well in the letters, and that is the second coding element. Coding drill. You all learned this drill, and there are many more in coding phonics methodology. And finally, the coding signs that you can also see in your book. Let me show this to you. So in your books, you can see coding color, coding sign, coding drill, you all already know. And now each and every letter is introduced in the same way in the book, so that it becomes very easy for Anu Manu. So Anu Manu were again very happy with this special book, and they promised letter God to practice the Swara Drill as many times, because it was a fun activity for them. Let's hope our children in classrooms and at home will also enjoy this activity. And with this, I wish each and everybody a very, very happy learning. Tata, bye-bye. See you in the next episode, where we will try to learn all these letters of Varnamala pedagogically. So until then, happy learning.